Hey guys, how are you? And welcome to Pinky Ghelani Live, brought to you by SBM Bank, the Merchants of Hope. If you're wondering why I'm looking up and I'm looking here and I'm looking up again, it's because I'm also live on Instagram as well as Facebook. That's my Insta feed, and this is my Facebook feed. So as I wait for a lot of you to join us, I'm just gonna say, I hope your Thursday morning is going well. And I know it's tough times. A lot of us are doing online learning for our kids, and how's that going for you? Is that going good? If you are joining me on Facebook or Instagram, please shout out, say hello to me in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know how you're feeling, how you're doing, if you're doing any online learning, if you are with your kids and sort of stressed out about that. I have lots of information coming up in the conversations that we're having with SBM Bank. So we will definitely be telling you more about how you can handle online learning and the children at home. But today is a very different topic. Hey everyone, I see you. Hi Makosi, I see you on my Instagram. Fatima, how are you? Aliyah, Dottie, how you doing? Hey everyone on Facebook, how are you guys? Like I said, I'm doing both. So my Instagram is up here. So if sometimes I'm looking down, please forgive me. And if sometimes I'm looking up, it's because, both are live. I'm also reading, so I will be looking down a lot. Today we're talking about purpose. What is your purpose? I know it's a big question, right? Everyone's like, oh my God, what's my purpose? What's my purpose in life? What's my purpose? It's a big deal. And I think especially now with whatever is going on in the world, we are looking within, we are sort of internalizing and trying to do a lot of work to help and heal us, because there are a lot of us who have gone through so much. And of course, the thing that we need to do is heal. Like I said, if you are just joining, today we are talking about 5 ways to find your purpose. I want to know where you're watching from. I want to know where you're joining me from. I want to know whether this content resonates. All this information is brought to you by SBM Bank. They are the Merchants of Hope, and they're hoping for a smarter, better tomorrow. We want to give you positive messages through what we are doing with SBM Bank. So forgive me if I don't acknowledge your comments for a while now. I'm going to now get into our content. And I see you all there. I really recognize you. I appreciate you for being live with me on my pages on both Facebook and Instagram. And I'm just actually trying to share my page on my Instagram, on my Facebook rather, so I can tell more people that I'm now live. Give me 1 second to do that. In the meantime, please feel free and do comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you know what your purpose is and how you got there. And let me know exactly how you're handling this whole situation and what's going on in your world. Okay, so just sharing this to my private page so that I get more people on the Facebook page. Okay, so guys, I'm going to get right into this. Remember, all this information brought to you by SBM Bank, the Merchants of Hope. So some of us are already living our purpose, right? Some of us have locked it away for some reason, and some of us are still searching for it. Hands up, who's still searching for it? Well, one of the basic definitions of a happy life is, of course, a life of meaning. And I think when we've been shoved into a lockdown, or when we've been pushed into something where we're sort of feeling discomfort, we now try and look within and we try and find out the meaning of life. Happiness, being content, inner peace, all of this comes from your purpose. So it's important that you sort of take time to find out what your purpose is. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody's purpose is completely unique to them. And I'd be very honest with you. I found my purpose through curiosity. I was curious. like at one point I wanted to be a lawyer, at one point I wanted to be a fashion designer, but I was completely curious, always looking for ways to find my purpose. So don't be afraid to be curious. Hello, Digi, who's all the way in Manila, joining us on Instagram. Like I said, hello to everyone on Instagram and my Facebook as well. I getting right into the content. If you are just joining us, we're talking about 5 ways you can find your purpose. SBM, the Merchants of Hope, are bringing you these messages of positivity and happiness for a smarter, better tomorrow. And I thank you so much for joining in wherever you are joining in from. I really appreciate and acknowledge your presence. I know it's hectic, especially if you are working from home and if you have kids and you are online learning with them. Don't worry, this video is always there available for you to refer to at a later date. So let me get into, because I'm Hindu, it's Hindu tradition. When we progress in life, there are 4 aims to progress, and I'll just tell you a little bit about that. No way am I sort of like preaching religion or anything like that. So there are 4 ways: dharma, arth, karma, and moksha. Dharma means duty, arth means prosperity, karma means action, and moksha means freedom. So when you are looking into your self journey and you want to look for your purpose, maybe these are ways to start. What is your duty? What will bring you prosperity? And by prosperity, I don't only mean big money, honey. I'm talking about happiness overall, prosperity, internal happiness. What will inspire you to take action? And what makes you feel free? So these are really important sort of points to put down when you are looking for your purpose. DG, I see your question on purpose being overrated. Is it important to find just one? No, absolutely not. I will talk about that later on because, we think, oh my God, I have to have just one purpose and I'm miserable if I've not found my one purpose in life. Absolutely not. There are many ways you can and keep on finding your purpose. But like I said, I'll get into that. So here's a reminder before I get into the 5 points, the 5 secrets, the secrets on how you can find your purpose. I'm about to reveal all. Look, we all have gifts. We are all special. We all have something that we can contribute into this world. And we are all unique. So just keep reminding yourself of these things. And just always, when you feel completely lost or confused, remember that you are unique and you have something huge to contribute to this world. So let's get into it. Number 1, the first way you can find your purpose is feel into it. I'll say that again. Feel into it. How many of us are in our heads, right? We're always like here, 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 and thinking too much and like always overthinking. When you're in here, our thoughts stop us from actually following what's feeling good here. We spend too much time overthinking. So I'm going to encourage you to feel into your purpose. And look, there is no right, there is no wrong. What it is it's a feeling. And if it feels good, then follow it and pursue it. And don't listen to the ego who's going to try to talk you out of it. Number 2, think about this. So, when you're finding your purpose, you really have to work on yourself. It's not like something that you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and be like, I got my purpose. Purpose is intentional. You have to be purposeful in looking for your purpose. So what drives you? What energizes you? What's that thing that wakes you up in the morning? I see your question on Instagram about what books you can recommend on this. I will definitely respond to that. And I'll put it up on my Insta stories on the books that I recommend on finding your purpose. I'll also put it up on Facebook as well in the comments section. So look for that later. So I'm talking about point number 2, what drives you and what energizes you, what inspires you to get out of bed in the morning. A lot of the times, like I was saying in point number 1, we don't listen to what our feeling is. That's our intuition, where we're going, because our thoughts or our ego sort of tries to control. And, our mind is supposed to protect us. So a lot of the times when we're thinking, that's what I want to do, that's going to make me happy. No. We suddenly start thinking of everything that can go wrong, and then we stop ourselves. No. Feel into it. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is trust your intuition. Your intuition is definitely your best guide. Our inner critic, of course, lives within our head. And a lot of the time, it's like, no, you can't do it. No, don't do it. No, everything will go wrong. You have to learn to quiet that voice and get into this space here, your intuition and your heart, because your heart is where your passion is, and your passion is where your purpose is. So point number 3, and this is how I have always followed my purpose, or found my purpose, if you will. What is my contribution? What will I be contributing to the world, to society? And this comes from inspiration. What inspires me? Who inspires me? Go look for people who inspire you and who basically you feel, oh my God, that is so cool. I could do that too. This is where you will find your purpose. What inspires you physically? What inspires you emotionally? What inspires you mentally and spiritually? If you pay attention to all of these and you notice that they will align, everything will align. All these things are what will guide you into what your purpose is. So, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, what inspires you? And if they are all aligned, then this is how you will contribute. This is your contribution into what you can offer. How do you find your purpose? Point number 4, write it down. Write it down or visualize it. Look at yourself in the future. Who is he or she? What is he or she doing? What is that person's purpose statement? I told you there's a lot of work here, right? It's work that you're going to be doing when you're looking for your purpose. What inspires that person, that future person, to wake up in the morning? And it's more or less the same messaging in all the points. So write it down and then make this an integral part of what you spend time on every day. When you read it, visualize it, focus on it, and feel it. Again, going back to that feeling. Make this a part of your life. And remember, there are absolutely no limits as to who you can be. Point number 5, find your why. Why are you here? And nobody's going to give this to you on a silver platter. Nobody's going to say to you, oh yeah, here's a piece of paper and here's why you are here. No. You have to work on this. You really have to work on this. And once you have clarity on your why, and this comes from what you want to contribute in your life, this comes from working on, the things that I was talking about earlier, about your, your duty, what brings you prosperity, what actions you like to take, and what gives you a sense of freedom. Once you have clarity on that, move towards it. Because action, the universe actually loves people who take action. Really, really. So, every day is a brand new opportunity for you to create what you want. And every day you can work on what you want. Every day you can sort of feel into or write down something new that you thought of, but you really have to work on it. Yes, we all have fears. Feel into your fear, face your fears. There's nothing wrong with it. This is what builds you. This is actually what drives you to become the full, you in your full element, in your full potential. Uh, I always write down, like, who do you want to help? Or why do you want to help? Or what is it that you want to do to help? Because help is a big part of how we can contribute. And again, going back to that whole thing of contribution, it is important for us to be able to contribute. And if we come from a space of love, and I did a video on this on my Instagram as well, if we're coming from a space of love, we do realize that we are service, it is service to society, and this is where we find our purpose. Imagine your life legacy, right? Imagine where you want to be in the future, and this is how, or rather imagine, my Facebook has suddenly frozen. This is what's thrown me off. Apologies. So imagine that it's your funeral and you are thinking, this is what people are going to be saying about you. So what are they saying about you? What are they talking about you? And that's another way that you can find your purpose. So work backwards from that day, and that's your contribution. So DG, to answer your question, your purpose, of course, can change. We are continuously evolving. We are changing all the time. Our life experiences will continuously change us. But what you need to do in order to find your purpose at every stage in your life is to feed your soul. Your soul is completely important. What brings your soul joy? And that's why I'm saying you have to go from here as opposed to being in here, because in here is where we get things muddled up, when we overthink things too much. We need to be able to feed our soul, nurture our soul, bring joy to our soul, because when we are happy, when we are content, that's how we can share our happiness, right? If that makes sense to you, that's how we can contribute fully to the world. And ideally, that's when you find your purpose and step into your authentic self. So those are my top 5 tips. I'm so glad that you joined me. I see all of you who have commented. I've got somebody watching from space. I love a sense of humor. Thank you, Jeff Matata. Whatever space you're in, I hope it's a good one. Thank you so much, Bhavik. Thanks for the positivity. If you have any questions, no problem. You can comment right now. Pattern Studio, I see you. I see all of you, and I acknowledge you and thank you for being here. Like I said, we are looking for a smarter, better tomorrow with SBM Bank, and it's really up to you and I to spread the positivity. Make sure you are also intentional with what you are sharing online, with what you are sharing on WhatsApp. This is why I'm very purposeful, with no pun intended. Find your purpose, so be purposeful. Be purposeful in what you're posting. It's very easy to spread the fear right now. It's very easy to get dragged into all the negativity that we are seeing, the toxicity that's being spread. So you have to be the person who's going to change that, and you indeed can. And we thank SBM Bank for being the merchants of hope in this situation, sort of spreading the positivity, being the light, and continuously empowering and enlightening people in regards to knowledge. And like I said, you can do the same. You have the power. You are on social media. If you are, if not, you're talking to your family, you're talking to people around you. Please be mindful of what you are sharing. I really hope these points have helped you. And I hope that you will comment and let me know what you think. And this video will be up for a while, especially on my Facebook. I will share it again on my IGTV, and continue to share your light and spread your happiness through wherever you can. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again. Thank you, SBM Bank, our Merchants of Hope, for powering this conversation and these messages. Have a good one. Bye-bye.